Streamily.com, and I am here with the well-dressed man that has a smile that will make you just jump for joy. Ladies and gentlemen, Dom Santiago himself. Carlos Ferro, how are you doing today, sir?
I got it started. It has to. The first thing has to be, sup, bitches? Shit, yeah. Welcome, guys. I'm glad you guys made it. This is really, really exciting. It's a first. I've never done anything like this, and so I'm pretty hyped to see all the chat and Instagram Live. This is my first Instagram Live too, because apparently I've been stuck in the dark ages. But
we're doing a connection.
Oh shit! I guess we weren't doing Instagram Live.
And bam, we're live on Instagram.
Sup, bitches? That's just for Instagram. You guys got the sup bitches shit, yeah. That's the sup bitches for Instagram. But yeah, we're up and running, guys. So welcome to the Streamily signing. Never done anything like this, and I'm looking forward to chatting and hooking shit up.
Heck yeah! Well, you say sup bitches. We have James. We got James De La Fuente.
Jason De La Fuente.
Jason De La Fuente, and you two saying sup lunch.
Sup lunch. It is lunchtime, I guess.
And we have, what does that say?
Simo Sims.
Yeah. Oh, well, technically, since you are within the video game realm right now, can I get a, oh yeah?
Fuck that. I'm not doing that. Are you fucking crazy? No.
He's like,
No, I was at a show very recently. I won't say what show because I don't want to call anybody out. But somebody had a very specific thing that they wanted to record me, and I'm like, let's do it. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? And he goes, well, I want you to, let's say Dom is making love to Maria, and I was like, fuck, I'll cut you off right there. No, I don't have the power to nor write that nor execute that request right now. So you have to keep using your imagination that you've clearly been using. So yeah. I'll do a lot of stuff, but all right, check out Lunch
Bizzle says the Dom Father.
Lunch Bizzle knows Dom Father.
So first off, I want to say thank you very much for even being here at our beautiful Los Angeles studios. And yeah,
man, you got the flashing lights. It's like being in a club. It's actually flashing.
Oh yeah, it's going under music.
Oh, okay, cool. I like it.
So
it's very on brand for me, being a DJ, to have some music and to have the lights go into the music. So excellent. I love it.
You know what? We're gonna change the music because you are a DJ.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna put a little EDM up in here like whoop whoop whoop. You know, like, So now question.
Yeah.
Question. Because everybody in the comments, you guys.
Someone, Jason De La Fuente said you could do ASMR. Yes, I could, but do I want to? Is the other question.
Well, we don't know. Like I'm saying, you can start your own website. Be like, hey, it's Carlos.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah,
it's all right.
Unless you could throw a sup bitches in there. It's not just that.
I'm sitting here thinking how funny it would be because Rob, you're onto something. I'm like, sup bitches. That's funny. That's funny. It changes the intention completely. But yeah.
But no, not really. It's like, let's say that you
take a headshot.
You got your weapon.
Yeah, you got your answer. You get a headshot, and instead of sup bitches, if it's just sup bitches to yourself, yeah, that makes sense.
No, you creep up on behind them, and then it's like
like a hit. Yeah, there's something there.
That would be awesome. But
hey, the RTI UK, that's my squad. Just so you know, Dom actually does have a squad, and it just is what it is, and it's the RTI, the 26 RTI in the UK. Met them in Liverpool, seen them in Scotland, and reps in Scotland. They're my people, my UK people. You all know.
That is what's up. And I want to know because, I'm not from the UK. I'm from America here. And everybody on this stream loves exactly what you do throughout all of the amazing things that you've done in your career.
Thank you.
And I'm a big Gears of War fan. It was the first game that I ever beat, period.
Show off.
No. Well, people are like, really? You never beat Sonic? No, I never beat Sonic or Mario. It was Gears of War. So how does it feel to be one of the main characters in such an amazing franchise?
I mean, the short. I understand the short version. Excuse me. The short version of that, because I get it asked quite often, is we couldn't have planned. We couldn't have expected that Gears was going to be Gears. There's a few weird video game industry Easter eggs. At one time, the nickname for Gears of War that people would, I'm not going to say who, but it would be bandied about all the companies, is they called it Halo Killer, the Halo Killer. And what's ironic about that is that, you know, it's Microsoft. We all love each other. We all want people to succeed. But the real Easter egg about that is that at the time when I was working on 1, 2, 3, Halo Reach, I worked on Halo Reach. I was the original voice of Carter. And so in my mind, I was like, well, I don't want to kill Halo because I want to be in Halo, you know? And I did the trailer for the E3. I did the whole, I recorded the whole game. It got recast for whatever reason. And show business is funny that way. But the trailer, it's an Easter egg for people that came to Streamily. I don't normally tell the story, but look up the E3 trailer for Halo Reach on YouTube, and you'll hear me doing dialogue from Halo from the game. And to answer your question directly in a roundabout way, and now but more directly, is that it's an honor and a privilege to get involved with these franchises and these characters that are going to be around forever. I mean, I really do. I've played Dom in 5 games, and all along, it's been this great honor to have this great character that I built from the ground up with the writers, with the developers. And, you know, it's a lot more for me. Obviously, I think at this point, I mean, my DJ name is Domfather. I mean, it really is special to me, and it means a lot to me. So everybody that beat their first game, you or anybody else that just says Dom's my guy, you know, shit yeah. So there you go.
I love that. Now I have to understand. I have to ask this question because yeah, you got asked about, you know, being in such an iconic video game. But how does it feel to have seen your beautiful face on one of the most iconic of series? And not only just iconic of series, but this has literally shaped people's livelihoods. Star Trek. Like
Star Trek The Next Generation, man.
That was my Star Trek, not Deep Space Nine, not the original. No.
Are you watching Picard? That's a no. That's a no.
I don't.
You guys like
I don't have
Star Trek
Plus.
Next Generation is my Star Trek,
That's what
and I'm like,
with.
then you got to watch Picard, man. They got the band back together.
I just don't have Paramount Plus.
I'll buy you Paramount Plus. Okay, today. I think one of the autographs is going to pay for Rob Fury's Paramount Plus subscription today. Just be advised. But no, Picard's beautiful. My crew, man, my captain, my crew, they'll always be that to me, and they really were the springboard. This is from the heart. This is totally sincere for the Trekkies out there, and they know it. They know it because I talked about it a lot. My first conventions were Creation Star Trek Grand Slam cons in Vegas and Pasadena. I'm a Trekkie my whole life, and I've been involved every step of the way since the mid '90s to late '90s, and it was life changing, man. I was the pilot of the Enterprise D, and you guys know these days that's a pretty big deal, and it was always a big deal, but it's even bigger now. I make jokes online where I say piloting the Enterprise D. I said it handles like a Buick, and I say fun fact, I'm the one who broke the saucer sep for the ship. That's me celebrating how much I love Star Trek and what it's done for my life and my career. I'll always be one of the pilots, and also a pretty, you know, notorious, infamous, if you will, death on Star Trek, in that I was a red shirt that died at his post, but I was killed by a crew member. I died in a bad way. So it's kind of amazing that people remember that in this kind of, you know, wonderful, crazy episode that was the only episode ever directed by Gates McFadden. Dr. Crusher crushed it, if you will. She killed it. She went for a horror episode rather than sort of a silly episode. And I think it ended up having elements of all of it. And I had the great privilege of, you know, being, because of her and her choices and what we work together to do with the rest of the cast. I was the first open-eyed death on television, on network.
Open-eyed death?
A dead person on television, in just broadcast. You could be dead. You could be shot to death.
Show the body.
But you can't show the eyes open.
Oh.
That was standards and practices at one time wouldn't allow that. Of course, that's all changed. But at the time, there was only 3 networks. Can you imagine a time when there was only NBC, CBS, and ABC, and then there were these 2 new networks, UPN and WB, and they were all competing.
Fox too.
Fox didn't exist yet. Fox came right around the same time, but these two networks that were there to kind of take the network lead, anything to kind of set yourself aside. And I felt like, I'm not exaggerating, folks. My death on Star Trek was sort of like, oh, we can do that on some of these networks. We can curse on that network. We can, ABC was having cursing and a little bit of kind of implied nudity and stuff. UPN, again, the kind of gruesome death and serious effects on Star Trek. We were there at a time where we were kind of setting the tone for like new show business. And I was really happy to do this one-shot death. And everybody that sees me at my post dead, they're always like, I look at your throat to see if you breathe. I look at your eyes to see. And it's like, look away, man. We worked really hard to get it right. And Brent Spiner and Patrick Stewart were shining lights in my eyes and really kind of, we were showing off that it was a cool thing that we set up and that Gates directed. So how's it feel, man? It feels fantastic. And I still see them. The last time I was in Kansas City, it was one of those things as a fan, I don't let on at the time because, we're all professions and all, but I was having dinner and I sat like in the next booth, and then I went and hung out with them with Q, John Delancey, who we had the same agent for years, but I never met him. We never worked together. And Gates, my director, and we were just sitting there chatting as actors about the business, about conventions, about things happening now. Picard may have come up, who knows? But we're sitting there chatting, and I thought to myself, this is all happening now. Because I piloted the Enterprise back at the end of the 90s. It's pretty special, dude. And I can talk about it all day.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
All I have to say is they should have set your phasers to non-friendly fire.
Yeah, you might want to sort out some of that non-friendly fire.
Seriously, but we have some comments from the.
There's a hashtag #GetRobbed Paramount Plus.
Oh God, please don't go in there. So we have Garrett Ross, UK, says hello from London, England.
Don't do that.
He's from London, England.
Well, at least get it right, mate.
Shit. Well, I met you at that mad 7 a.m. event.
Oh my God! At the Marble Arch.
7 a.m. event. What? Please.
This was and Gareth. I will not ever forget that event. And the pictures that came out were in the press. It was the launch of the Gears of War 3, and I was. Again, my UK people, they know me. We know each other very well. It's a long-standing relationship. It always sounds to me a little douchey to say my fans in the UK, but they did come out and they did support me. So I will always support the UK community. And I was at the Game Store on Oxford Street in London, and we launched Gears 3. I was there for the midnight launch. But they went all out, man. And that's another thing that sticks with me. It's like Mexico's the same way. The Gears communities are so strong and vibrant in certain parts of the world. And London, I mean, man, they had a huge caged locust under the Marble Arch right by the Cumberland Hotel where I was staying. And I could look out the window and see the Gears Crimson Omen and a giant locust, like berserker-sized locust. And there's noise, and it was cool as shit. And then up at 7 a.m., all the journos and me were out there, acting like it's not 7 a.m. You know what I mean? And it was fun. It was really, really fun. So, yeah, man, thanks for bringing that up. That's one of my fondest Gears memories is being in London, being a big shot. And I was at Whiskey Mist that night, partying with people from EastEnders, and it was just whatever you're imagining. Whatever you're imagining, it was better than that. So I don't forget that. So thank you for bringing that up. That was a fun weekend in London.
Well, talk about bringing something up. We got Spike Bebop on YouTube says Dom is the best character in Gears of War. Period.
I'm on your team, Spike. I'm on your team. I totally agree. I think that having done 5 games as Dom, and knowing that now there's an animated series on the horizon that's been announced and a live action film that's been in development for 300 years, I gotta say, don't. Rob's already sitting here with bated breath, for some spoilers, right? But the reality is that. We are living in a time of pop culture and of show business that's quite beautiful. It's a real, I don't want to say renaissance, but it's definitely novel in that we have some control, man. We've seen Sonic, look not so weird because of the fans. We've seen, I'm not begging for a campaign, but certainly everybody listens, and I appreciate someone saying Dom's the best character. keep saying that, man. Sing that song. I love that tune, and you never know what might come as a result of that. I've been playing him for so long, and I want to keep playing Dom. So yeah, man. Thank you for that comment.
Well, here's a comment that I think everybody's gonna love. If you guys want to get your prints, go to streamily.com/Carlos Ferro and get a beautiful print just like this.
Check it out.
And this is going to be the first print that we're actually going to be signing today.
The one that we like about what I like about this print is that I had it made because the rest of the squad is on there. So if you get it signed by me, you can take it to a con or send it to one of the other actors, and they can sign it. You can have Delta Squad all on one picture.
Or we may be able to do it on Streamily. Who knows?
Yeah, Streamly's like, don't cut us out of the game. Shit, what the hell? What are you doing?
Yes. So the first
Which pen are we doing in here?
We have a silver and we have a black. And if you would like a gold, we have a gold one.
Well, right now we're gonna do black. What's the name on this one?
Yeah, so for this one is number 5. It is for Jesus or Jesus.
Jesus, I'm a believer in you, Jesus. You, Jesus, I believe in you. Jesus es su madre. Okay, here we go.
So, and it says, can you write one of your favorite Dom quotes?
There's only one, guys. I mean, honestly, I have like 5 different things that people have me sign or that I like to sign, but it's hard to beat. Sup, bitches? It's very hard to beat that. So, Jesus, you get sup, bitches. I hope that's okay.
I thought your favorite line was, would you like a cup of butter?
Cup of butter? What movie, what version of Gears of War are you playing? You might want to check yourself.
Oh my God, I love this.
All right, so there we go. It's going to look that good, folks. Just that good.
There we go. So, Jesus, there we go.
You're ready to rock.
We have another comment here on YouTube saying by Simo Sims, what are the chances of us cosplayers being background actors? And
I would say realistically, me being really, really real with you people, is that I think when it comes to background and stuff like that, the usual hustle will get you there. Like, I think people that are always doing background work and extra work, and they're reliable and all that, they get in the mix. I have a really dear friend of mine, Noble Morris. He does every now and again. He's an actor, and every now and again he's a union extra. So he'll get these really cool background things where he'll tell me, you know that great movie? I'm in the background, or whatever. I don't think it's unlikely, but I think what's important is that you pursue that part of it first, and you see who they're working with, these casting agencies and things of that nature. Or if you're an actor and you already have representation, say, I don't mind being in a flick or a project going, he went that away, Dominic Santiago. You know what I mean? That's plenty. I mean, or I just want to be there, holding a Lancer. It's, things in show business are it's the best part of my business, is that it's not all in stone, man. Crazy things happen. And I think cosplayers, it wouldn't surprise me if all the people that have been for the last decade developing foam armor and all this stuff, that they're the ones that end up working on these movies and TV series, like the Halo series, like these shows, Last of Us. I would say we're from a generation, all of us, that came up with the Xbox 360 that and the PlayStation, that we all are fans. We all know what we're talking about, and that's why things like Last of Us are so good. And all the new Spider-Man properties are given so much care, is because fans are making them. So cosplayers, I would say, if you're pursuing working on the projects, it's totally doable. And yeah, you may, if you already have your own COG armor. If I was producing anything Gears of War, I mean, perfect example, when I DJ at raves, and some of you, I already recognize some names. Some of you that have been to my DJ sets at cons, big sets, there's assassins that come out on stage, and I've had Gears and Assassins go-go dancers. I have, and it's cool. It looks really something about the silhouette and some really strong, trance music, and the big Crimson Omen or the Assassin's Creed symbol behind me. It's a really beautiful thing to behold. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that COG armor wearing cosplayers are in battle scenes in a live action property. I think that's totally realistic.
Now let me ask you a question to piggyback on that. What are the chances of you cosplaying as your cosplayer?
I have only worn the Dominic Santiago armor once, and it was for a Funny or Die film with Kumail Nanjiani that we all love from Eternals and Big Sick, and now most recently Welcome to Chippendales on Hulu. Kumail Nanjiani is an old friend of mine and a huge Gears of War fan. He and I did this very funny short film for Funny or Die. Look for it; it's out there. It's out in the ether. And I wore the armor and. Pictures, I share them every now and again, but my squad in England, they have a picture of me in the armor, and it's, if you look in my Instagram, this is for Instagram Live specifically, if you look, there's a picture of the squad and I'm wearing the armor in that picture. So I have worn it, I have cosplayed, but I haven't cosplayed any of my other characters that I can think of right now.
We need that picture.
Oh, I'm
just saying. I think people would sign. Yes,
hey, let's do market research, Streamily and Instagram. If you would buy, this is actually for myself too. I've never sold. It's weird for me. I'm a weird guy in that respect that actors have headshots and have body shots and cool shots of themselves, you know, holding a beer and shit. And I've never been that guy. I sell pictures of my characters. And if my character's on Star Trek flying the Enterprise, that's me. That's great because I'm Ensign Dern. But me in cosplay, I felt like I was not in my lane. You know what I mean? Like that's a cosplayer's game, is selling pictures of them in cosplay. But in terms of me wearing the COG armor, I have a lot of pictures of that. But that was for me. If you guys tell us, you tell Streamily and tell me on Instagram if that's something you'd be interested in. And the next signing, we are going to have another signing.
Absolutely.
When we have another signing at Streamily, maybe we'll do one that's just, you know, that's primarily that, pushing cosplay stuff. Maybe I'll dress up as Leonardo da Vinci from Assassin's Creed. I don't know.
Oh,
we'll see.
Snap.
We'll see.
You know what we're going to see right now? This next signature for Chris G. See, I'm the king of segues.
That's a good segue.
Thank you.
Chris G
says, if you could add a tomato, that would be
bitchin'. Right.
Or a combat knife.
Okay, like draw a knife or a tomato?
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
I know.
Come on, Chris. Really? Anything else? Draw a picture of you? All right. Here we go. We're going to do Chris. I'm just going to write. Do you think I should write Chris G or just Chris?
Chris G.
Chris G. And we're going to do Sup Bitches. And my attempt is coming.
So do you have...
And a tomato.
Do you have like a replica Lancer at home?
Oh, I have like 4.
Never mind.
No, I have 2 that are accessible to me. I have the one that the Triforce made that weighs about 1,000 pounds and actually feels like it really, the Triforce Lancer, for those of you that have it out there, it feels, at the time it cost like $1,000 to get it, and it feels like it can slice someone in half.
So it's like a good 150 pounds, like legit.
Like legit, it would have to be that. And then I've got a replica that was made by another artist out of Georgia. And then on the road, someone gave me one of the GameStop ones, but that's in storage. My house, for those of you that have seen my house, you'll know what I'm talking about. But those of you that haven't, my place looks like a really wealthy 10-year-old boy lives there. It's all action figures,
that's
replicas,
awesome.
Guns.
Dang right.
And you know what I mean?
Dang
Like
right.
that. I mean, I know it's not that unusual now, but I've been this guy for like a long time. And you know, it used to be. I mean, us geeks, we know, man, is that people come in and go, "Wow, this is great. Do you have kids? I hope." You know what I mean? But no, I don't. It's I just have, you know, all my, you know, action figures from Gears of War. That's what I have. So, all right, so bitches, and then I'll do a tomato. Let's see if I can actually pull this off.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
That looks good.
And like that.
Bam. Right there, Chris
G.
G.
Chris G. All right, and sign it.
Mm-hmm.
I almost didn't sign it. That would have been funny. All right.
I know how everybody is like listening. Like, you have all those toys. I'm gonna say what everybody's thinking. Can I be your friend? Like, because we all had that friend growing up.
Well, you know what I have?
All the systems.
But I'll tell you, my version of that is I've had friends that come over and they do have a kid. Okay, 1 or 2. Like I, for whatever reason, I don't have a lot of friends with kids, but when they do come over with their kids, you see the kids' eyes light up, and I like the reaction. But once they start fucking around with my shit,
don't touch.
Totally don't touch. I get so don't touch, and I feel like an asshole doing it.
Don't touch that.
Yeah, no, they're like Batman, and I'm like, my Batman, don't do that. So,
they're like, ooh, Batman. Yeah, it's look, man. Look at Batman.
Yeah, look at
Batman. Well, that's awesome. I
Gilbert Gonzalez says I've seen those photos, and he has. Actually, Gilbert Gonzalez has a show on a radio. It is, yes. Gilbert he's a DJ out of East LA, out of Boyle Heights, and Gilbert, I encourage you to drop your shit in the chat if that's okay with Streamily.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been on his show, and that's why you've seen my toys and comics. And yeah, man, he's got a really cool radio show where he plays old school stuff, new stuff, and more importantly, he supports me, so I'm supporting him back.
Nice. And we have some comments on your IG as well.
Oh, could you read them to me?
Oh, yeah. Okay. It says, this is by Gia VDSX. I just wanted to say, Carlos, I love your work on Leonardo. I have so much respect for VA and the magic they create. Thank you for all your hard work.
So, to that person, to Gia, you said?
Yeah, it's Gia.
Yes, well, to Gia VDSX, or I think that's what it is.
VDSX, yeah.
Yes, I want to say, how exciting. I appreciate that, and I would love if you would bring me some codex pages. Little Leonardo for you guys. The Gears people are like, what just happened?
Yeah.
What just happened?
He's fancy Italian.
There
you go. Well, talking about Italian, the next print is for Mario.
Mario. Oh, man. I'm trying to see if I can tell this story. Well, you guys, the Assassin's Creed people, they know that there's an Uncle Mario in Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, and actually Assassin's Creed 2. And when he introduces himself, he says, "It's me, Mario." And this is a total true story. This is before I had booked being Leonardo da Vinci. Both me and Roger Craig Smith were up for Ezio, and Leonardo's what I got. He got Ezio, which is wonderful. I love how it worked out. But they also had me read for Mario, and I didn't know that they were doing the gag, and I kept saying, like, being an actor. I mean, again, talk about coming off like a douchey actor. But I was like, why would he say it's me, Mario? I was asking. I was like, I don't understand. What's he doing? Why is he doing that when he could be? And they're like, because his name's Mario, and I was like, "Oh, you're doing that!" And then I talked to myself out of that job. I'm not kidding. I was like, "It's me." I wouldn't say it's a me. And they're like, "Carlos, it's fine. Just forget it." Like I actually was like, I can't land this thing without sounding
like Charles Martinet.
Like I'm doing Charles Martinet, right? And also from a voice actor perspective, I was like, I don't want to do someone else's act.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But more power to everybody involved in the franchise. It was just very funny to me. You said Mario, and I was like, man, I can't hear that name for the rest of my life. I see Mario Lopez, his name on television. I'm like, it's me, Mario.
Yeah.
I refused to do that. So all right, this is for Mario. Yes,
this is for Mario, and no special instructions.
No special instructions. So I can't curse then. See, if you don't give me specific instructions,
you could write.
I was gonna write shit, yeah, but I'm like, he may not like that, so I'm gonna do sub bitches.
Well, if there's no special instructions, you could always either just sign or put your own quote as well. So you can write sub bitches.
It's gonna be sub bitches.
There you go, sub bitches. There you go.
I don't want to disappoint nobody.
Oh my gosh, we have a comment by Gilbert Gonzalez says, speaking of Mario Carlos, we need to go to Super Nintendo. Yeah. Have you been yet?
I have not been to Super Nintendo.
I'm going in July. Oh my gosh. It looks so much fun.
I have so many people that are just theme park freaks. Well, here's a fun, is it fun? It's a fact about me is during pandemic and not since, I was the voice of Universal theme park, Universal Hollywood. So if you ever saw a television commercial or heard a radio commercial for Universal, and they're all on YouTube. They're all on YouTube from during pandemic in the last few years, for different rides being launched in the last few years. Pandemic was tough on all industries, but I was the voice of Universal Studios, and in English and in Spanish. And I was looking at it going, yeah, I wish I was going to these things that I'm promoting so hard. And then I was like, well, I'm sure, we can work something out. And I'm like, yeah, but I want to go to Avengers Campus at Disney. I want to go to, to Galaxies. I mean, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't a competition thing. Is that where I need to go? Gilbert inviting me to go to Nintendo World. All due respect to Nintendo. You want to get me out of my house? take me to Avengers Campus or Galaxy's End. Galaxy's End is the Star Wars.
Galaxy's Edge.
Edge. See,
Yeah.
what a good Star Wars fan. Anyways, Galaxy's Edge. I have not been to either, and it's crazy given what a Star Wars fan I am and what a superhero expert I am. I have not been, and I'm trying to go over there. But
Galaxy's Edge is fun. I have not gone to the
Avengers Campus. Yeah.
But Galaxy's Edge is super fun.
Dude, did you see the footage of the Spider-Man at Avengers Campus?
No, what happened?
There's video, and I believe, rest in peace, Grant Imahara designed the technology or worked on the robot, the bot that did this. But it's incredible to behold. I'm an old school Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, fan, and Spider-Man at Avengers Campus, his entrance is he leaps off a building, does a flip in the air and lands on another building, and then runs out. And you see it happen, man, and it's magic, right?
Is that a person or a robot?
It's a robot, but it doesn't look like a robot. It's easily one of the greatest innovations in AI and in bots and in production and show business. I mean.
There?
Oh, absolutely. And if you go on YouTube and you do Avengers Campus Spider-Man, you'll see the robot, and it doesn't look like a robot. It looks like you really are. I mean, you don't have to be a kid to appreciate it. You watch it and you're like, there's my commercial for Avengers Campus. I can do that because I was Forge, one of the X-Men in my career, so I can plug Marvel freely. But
hold on, tell me, you were Forge?
I was Forge in X-Men Next Dimension. Yeah.
Yeah.
Canon primed. Me.
You need to let us know.
Oh yeah. Well, I think that for the next signing, we'll have a Forge print.
Yes, I'm digging that because the next print we're gonna do is this beautiful Dominic Santiago print. This is from Danilo.
Look at that. I made this one special for Streamily, so let's do that.
And on top of that, if you want your special print, go to streamily.com/Carlos Ferro and get yours today. So, you're looking at all these amazing comments.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at it.
Gilbert says, "Yo, you're gonna make me go broke, fool.
You're gonna make me go broke, fool."
But this is for Danilo. This is Danilo. So it's only one I, one L.
Like that, like Danilo, like that.
Well, yeah. So, but some people, when Danilo gets prints, they put the two L's. And I'm like, no, it's only one.
My Latin people know that he's talking way too much about this. It's Danilo, right? Got it.
Okay. Fair enough. And it's so funny that you actually worked in Universal Studios because
I didn't work in Universal Studios.
No, you worked.
I was the voice of the brand. Yes.
It's funny because
Universal Studios Hollywood.
No,
that's me.
Chris Tagliaferra, apparently he worked at the voice of the Decepticon at Universal, and was like, how many voice actors actually do these cool things that we really don't know it's them until we actually talk to them? And like, oh yeah, that's my voice, by the way.
I gotta tell you, I did a spot. It's out there as well for BMW, and I've had BMWs in my life, so I was pretty into it just on premise. I was like, yeah, it'd be cool to be the voice of my car or whatever. And I did the commercial, and I was hoping people would recognize my voice on some level, but that Ultimate Driving Machine stuff, it doesn't.
Oh, that's you.
It doesn't Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What
so,
the flood?
I brought that up because you said people don't know. No. Yeah, I've been the voice of Universal, BMW, a lot of products, but stuff that I'm really crazy proud of. I can't really share it because I'm just like, go look for it on YouTube or here's the link. It's fun, but I mean, the stuff obviously like games and animation and on camera, that stuff gets all the attention. But some commercial gigs are awesome. I mean, Universal was a cool ass gig. I mean, I was plugging the Jurassic Park rides, and I'm a big Jurassic Park fan. So saying Jurassic Park the ride. I mean, that's cool. It's good shit.
Super.
I'm impressing Rob.
Yeah,
this is good.
No, because I literally at the time that those commercials that were on, I was thinking about getting a BMW. So it's like
I did my job. Take notice, BMW.
Well,
Oh, there it is. Gilbert saying you'll find Carlos on Burger King commercials, and yeah,
Burger King commercials. There's a high chance he did those.
I'll give you guys a real fun fact on YouTube because this is one that I rarely share, but you guys showed up, so I'm trying to give you guys silly fun stuff. I did a series of commercials for Coca-Cola with Jerry Lewis. And it was directed by John Landis, the director of the Blues Brothers, Animal House, and a bunch of other American Werewolf in London. And I did like 6 commercials for them and a print campaign. And I was playing one of the Blues Brothers. Essentially, it was a new take on the Blues Brothers for Coca-Cola, and they're on YouTube, and it's easy to find. I mean, it's just you just enter any of those buzzwords and you got it. But the really crazy one is in my career, I've done about 100 commercials for McDonald's, and when I show people the spots for McDonald's, they're like, "That's Dom was up on a billboard." Painting huge French fries for supersize, and it's like, yeah, and I sound like Dom too, because the character I was doing was kind of Domish, and so look for McDonald's, Carlos Ferro, and you'll laugh your ass off. Burger King, like Gilbert said, I was the voice of Burger King for like 5 years. Yeah, crazy. Corporate pays well, that's for sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I was in a Burger King Kids Club right here.
See? Dude, you know what he said? Burger King Kids Club. Going back to McDonald's, I have so many collectibles from McDonald's Happy Meals, not because I was buying Happy Meals, but because I was doing all those commercials and their toys. So I have like the glasses, the set from Batman Forever.
Oh my God, that was so rare.
Yeah,
oh my God,
the Riddler on the thing. Yeah.
Oh, they were like the smoky. Oh
yes,
my
yes,
God.
the mugs.
Now I'm jealous. Yeah. Like I'm so. All right, so this one is going to Tatiana. Oh, let's show everybody.
Yeah, let's show.
By the way, this
badass
beautiful
shit.
print.
Yes, me holding the phaser from Next Gen, and we've got Thomas Waltham from GoGo 13. We have Rodoko from Justice League, Michael Corleone, Leo, Dom. Oh, there's one that people don't realize. Rango, Senor Flan. This man is going to die. That's my Senor Flan. We've got Forge, the X-Men, right there. See, you know about Forge right there. And then Oliverio from Scooby-Doo, who I'm very proud to say beat up Fred from Scooby-Doo. Yeah, right. So there you go, Frank.
We don't like his hair.
It's that ascot, man. What kind of bullshit is that?
Yo, it's 2023.
Come on, man.
So this is for Tatiana.
Tatiana,
okay. Tatiana. Okay. And there's no special instructions, so
Tatiana.
Your heart's desire.
And I'll say, Tatiana, you're just going to get a nice old love, Carlos Ferro. All right.
Right there. Oh. Look at it.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh,
so
Tatiana. So that is good. Like just talking like right now, it's just I knew about some of the characters that you play, but man,
I'm a big fucking deal, man.
Yeah,
Do you know what's funny? I always don't when you do jokes like that now these days, especially because everybody's got a lot of followers, everybody does stuff that's out there forever. I used to make that joke. And then I saw people giving me shit. Like haters would be like, "Can you believe that he said I'm a big fucking deal?" It's like joke. I know what a big fucking deal is, and I ain't that. Okay, I know what I consider a big fucking deal. I mean, today I'm a big fucking deal to myself. I'm like, there's cameras on me and shit. My friends are here. It's cool.
Hold on, we have a comment by Gilbert. The fans need a signed photo of Leonardo hugging Ezio.
Yeah, Leonardo needs to hug Ezio. Period. But
well. Who did you say was Ezio again?
Oh, Roger Craig Smith, a very dear friend of mine.
And we have that person on Streamily, so
what we should do is do a dual signing where we always sign his Ezio and Leo's pictures. Yeah. And Roger, he and I have only done one panel together at GalaxyCon. I believe it was Raleigh, but it may have been Richmond. But he and I did this panel together, and it was a riot because I could tell that I was way more, I think he'd appreciate this. I was way more excited about being Leonardo, I think, in that panel than he was about being called out as Ezio. And I just, dude, you don't do that to me because I'm that guy that'll keep making the joke. So I was answering questions in character. I was like, please, we should ask Ezio. Why don't you want to do that? And he's like, shut up, Leonardo. He's like, I don't want to do the fucking voice right now. And I knew that's where we were at, and it was a blast. It was a blast.
That's awesome. This one is just Sean. Sean. S-E-A-N.
S-E-A-N.
And ladies and gentlemen, we've been on stream for about 38 minutes, so that means we have about 8 minutes left in the stream. Go to streamly.com/Carlos Ferro and get your print right now. It could be any print that they have on the stream for the simple reason that you want something just for you.
There you go. Sean's.
All right. The next one, this one feels good. This is made out to Brothers to the End.
Oh, I like it. Wait, two brothers to the end.
And special instructors, Brothers to the End.
And you guys know how to get it to Brothers to the End?
Yeah,
Okay.
we have their address.
Wow, I'm gonna start having code names like that. All right, I like
So
it.
yeah, so you would just write brothers to the end, and then your probably sub bitches,
Yeah.
and then your signature. So now, because we're getting through these orders right now, I would like to ask you, what is?
Hey, can we go longer than the 38 minutes or 40 minutes, or whatever?
Yeah, we could go a full hour if you want.
Let's do a full hour. I'm not. Are you? You know what? It's gonna sound like I'm begging for applause. I'm not. I'm genuinely saying, you guys want to hang out a little longer? Start telling in chat because I'm having fun.
Absolutely. Now, my question is: growing up, you've watched so many different things. What is one franchise that you would have loved to be in?
That is a spectacular question, and the reason I'm smiling from ear to ear is that it has to do with my beloved colleague Roger Craig Smith. Okay, I've had the great fortune, and I'm so grateful that I've gotten to play these wonderful characters. I mean, Michael Corleone, that meant a lot to my family. It meant a lot to my grandfather and grandmother, and people that meaning people. I'm talking about relatives I never met that my family has told me about, and it's very special. That's a nice, perfect encapsulation of what I'm saying. Is that there are some characters that mean more to me than they would to maybe some other voice actors. They're like, yeah, I'm doing The Godfather, but for me, it was a big deal for my family. So something like that, it's a tentpole for me. Star Trek, a tentpole for me. But I have like a holy trinity of heroes, and it is Batman and Iron Man and James Bond. And I've worked as a James Bond villain, and I've worked on Beware the Batman as a cop and a police commissioner and stuff like that. I've worked. It was a great show, and what do you call it? Batman, James Bond, and Iron Man. Iron Man. I've worked in the in the MCU with Baymax on Disney Plus. Watch Baymax. Watch Baymax. Watch Baymax. And I did 9 characters on 5 episodes. I'm very proud of it, and it's a great show. So I've had these great things. So for me to complain or to say, I really want to still be in Star Wars. Well, yeah, of course I want to be in Star Wars, but actors want to be in everything, right? In everything. But the one thing that keeps getting dangled, and it's been dangled for 20 years. For 20 years, someone's going to guess because I've said this before. The one that I've always wanted to play is Bruce Wayne Batman. I've always wanted to play it. I've only played him once, and it was for a Fisher-Price and Mattel toy, for a toy Batman's voice, and Killer Croc. I'm the voice of Killer Croc and Batman for these toys. It was my first Batman. It was right after pandemic, so I'm super proud that I got to do it. But I wanted to do it in a video game, man. I wanted to do it in an animated series, and it's gotten down to me and another person, which is what happens with jobs of this nature. And it happened a couple of times. It may even be both times, but one time for sure, I believe he was told as well, because I tell this story every now and again, and he was sitting there. Me and Roger Craig Smith were down to the wire for Batman for the Arkham games. And we both clearly would want that job, more than anything. And when he got it, I was like, that's great, right? But like an actor's, that's great, which is he's a good guy. I celebrate his success. Thank God it went to him and not someone I don't like.
The moment you have a cough, it's mine.
I know, but it's like, but God damn it, you know what I mean? It was so frustrating because, yeah, I love Roger and I love that he did a great fucking job, man. And I've heard, when it got down to, or I'm not going to say just me and him. But wink, the brave and the bold. Dietrich Bader and I have the same. We have the same agent, and he is brilliant as an actor, as a voice actor. I love his voice. Some would even say he's a huge influence on me. So yeah. When you're in the mix in there, and they're like, Dietrich got it, and we have the same agent. The agent tells me you didn't get it. He got it. It's like, okay, good. It's gonna be great, and it's comedy, so he's gonna kill it. I'm starting to talk myself out of the job. I'm giving you guys some insight into actors' brains. I was like, yeah, I didn't want it anyway, which is, it's childish, but it's pretty honest. Is that I've gotten really close to playing Batman, and that's the guy that I haven't played. That I don't care when it happens, but I have a. I'll tell you guys, the people that showed up get to hear this, and I'm never gonna repeat it. This is the only time I'm gonna say it. Batman will sound like whatever Batman sounds like, but I'm telling you guys, my people that showed up to Streamily, my first stream signing, Bruce Wayne is going to be the only character in my life because I've been saving this voice. It's going to sound like me. because I want Bruce Wayne to sound like me. So you guys already hear the Bruce Wayne voice. You're hearing it. Bruce Wayne's just going to sound like Carlos. But Batman, that's a whole different story. Because shouldn't it be? Secret identities, man.
I dig it.
You know what I'm saying? So there you have it. That's the guy. That's the guy I haven't played yet. So bully for you, Roger.
I dig it. Well, you know what? One person that is waiting for your amazing autograph is Steven.
Steven, excellent.
Yeah,
the
once
V.
again, king of cigarettes.
That was so good.
Guys are like, wow, that was so good. But yeah, like Batman: The Brave and the Bold, that show super impressed me.
Oh, they did a Batmite episode. It was fantastic.
Yes! Oh my goodness!
How do you? I mean, there's things that you're like, how do you land Batmite? There's no way.
Yeah,
and they did. It was so funny and so good. Paul Rubens. I mean, it was fantastic. Pee Wee Herman was the voice of Batmite.
You didn't expect, like, you didn't understand what you were going to expect from that show. You're like, all right, they're playing the campy 60s Batman, but oh my gosh, they did it so well.
Absolutely.
And that's why you need to bring Carlos in. Well, time out now. Question.
Hey, can you look here and see if I'm missing anything on Instagram? Are we good? Are they like, this guy's ignoring us completely?
A voice actor, literally a voice actor on Instagram says, if you ever wanted to be Batman, have you ever thought about going into virtual reality such as VR chat or something like that?
I have not. I'm glad the voice actor was nice. I got genuinely scared that a voice actor on Instagram who follows me and is quite a really lovely follower would be going, so since you want to be Batman, I was like, oh no. I was like, he's going to be like, you know that you're miscast. you know that I wouldn't cast you as Batman voice actor. So no, I appreciate that. You know what? I'd like to find a lot of ways to play characters that I'm passionate about. And all seriousness here, the world's changing, man. We're being able to make our own creative decisions and do not just fanfic type stuff, but fan oriented service that's not cheesy and it's well produced and in some cases turns into bigger things. So I'm not opposed to anything like that, a voice actor. So thank you for that question.
And we have Simo Sims on YouTube saying, speaking of games, and to backtrack to Gears, I love how it's brought two very different communities together. I made so many Spanish friends thanks to the fan base.
Dude, Mexico City, I've said it in interviews, but I've said it when I'm very proud of this. And I used to kind of not brag or not show off how proud I am of this, but I really am. I'm the only voice actor that's ever hosted esports. And it's cool as shit, man, because I came in green not knowing, I mean, I didn't know what I was doing because I thought I was there to kind of just go, esports, they're doing it. Throw to you, you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like I remember I was told just say some pitches over and over again, you'll be fine. And I was like doing that, and I'm like, this doesn't feel right. I'm sure, and I got feedback that was like, it was kind of cringy when you're not on network, and you can't hear the audience to hear this actor just keep saying this catchphrase over and over again. But by the time we left, that was Vegas. By the time we got to Mexico City, I was ready to be doing interviews, to be the floor host, and to kill it. What are you laughing at, Rob?
No, I'm so sorry. I'm not like, it's this comment by Gilbert.
What did
he said? If you see a full lobby of Mexican flags on gear, there's a high chance you're going to lose. That's why I kept laughing. I'm like, shut up, bro, let him speak. But it's true. Most 90% is true.
Well,
and it ties into
this is what I've said, okay? I was interviewed by Mexican networks and Latin American, like the Telemundos Univisions of the world. And I said it in Spanish and I said it in English, is that it used to be sort of unofficial, but El Hogar de Gears, the home of Gears, is Mexico. It is. It just is. And it has to do with when Mexico City wanted to do LAN parties and the fans wanted to play a game on an Xbox. Microsoft stepped up and they sent them a bunch of Gears games and Xbox 360s. And the community, it became Mexico City. It's all there. Nice. And now I know esports pros. I mean, kind of like all of them until the league was disbanded and they started playing in other disciplines, other games. They all learned Spanish. That's no joke. They all learned Spanish to be like este pinche way on their headset. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? And being like no mames. All of that is from playing Gears, and it's different trash talk. It's different. It's not all Spanish either, and it goes the other way around too. I met so many professionals, that are just great Gears of War competitive players that they're not really even that focused on story mode or anything. They're all multiplayer and excelling at not just wall balancing, but just being the best Gears players they are, and they speak fluent English because they play the game in English. Their colleagues are English speakers. They don't speak Spanish fluently, so it's quite beautiful. And I'm really proud of being a part of the esports community for Gears. I'm hoping that it gets revived in a new and exciting way for whatever we've got on the horizon. See, that was nice and cagey and careful, and Microsoft would be proud. So yeah.
Well, you know who will be proud of this next print? Tyler Adams. Tyler said, "Can you put run away? Running away won't help."
Okay, so this is for those of you that, you don't have to finish the quote. I know that quote very well. Running away won't help. I'll just shoot you in your asses.
But hold up, time out. But you have one ass. You talking about asses as in cheeks? Or
I'm yelling to a bunch of enemies. Dude, you sound like a lunatic.
I love trolling. I love trolling the talent that come on here.
All right. So this is to Tyler.
Tyler Adams. Yeah.
Okay. Does he want his last name?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's usually like that.
All right.
Tyler Adams, you're about to get a print to you guys. We've been on for 50 minutes. Woo woo.
Having too much fun, guys.
We have 10 minutes left in the stream. Go to streamily.com/Carlos Ferro. Because you know what? If it's not a slut bitch's time, what kind of time is it?
Yeah. Running away won't help. I have to spell this out for Rob Fury so he understands. Run away won't help. I'll just shoot you in your asses.
Plural, multiple.
Yes.
See?
Shoot you. It's a fucking monologue over here. I'll just shoot you in your asses. Asses. All right.
Oh my gosh.
All right, here we go.
Shazam. All right, so now I have to ask you a question because this question, interesting. We just got Aaron Seymour just ordered a print right now.
All right.
Nice. So
we got a print for him or we don't?
No, I believe we do. Hold on.
Yeah, there's one at the bottom, but
which one? He's got, there we go. Right. Perfect. So all right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what we love seeing. If you guys want an extra print, get your print right now. Go to stream.com/Carlos Ferro. But now, I have a very important question. This is a question that we ask all of our talent that we come in here. Absolutely important.
What's your home address?
No, we have that. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? See, that's why we ask it, because everybody's like, oh, shit. All right. That is a good question.
This is such a fat ass answer to give, okay? But I gotta give
chocolate.
No, but it is definitely a fat ass answer. Number one, if it's over the counter, like going to the store, like going to 7-Eleven and just getting, or the Ralph's and getting a Vons and getting a pint of ice cream, it's Americone Dream from Ben & Jerry's. But that's still, if you're into ice cream, it's like you can still taste the preservatives, kind of synthetic, et cetera, et cetera. But if I'm at a Baskin Robbins or I want to have ice cream, Haagen-Dazs, if I'm really getting the good shit, as they say, I go real lo-fi and basic, and I get French vanilla. Or vanilla bean, so that you can see the little black dots and it's kind of yellow, not white. It's the most vanilla bean ice cream, or vanilla or French vanilla is another term for the same ice cream. It's not just your basic vanilla, like, oh, plain really vanilla, that's what you want. No, this is like the best vanilla ice cream, vanilla flavored anything you'll ever have. And the perfect dessert. See, don't get me on food, man. I told you, it's fat ass questions. I'm like, you get a really good bread pudding and a big scoop of French vanilla ice cream, and you're in heaven, man.
Sounds like you go to the UK a lot. Bread pudding?
I do.
Well, we do have
not many people can go. I was in Scotland 2 months ago, Liverpool 3 months before that. Before that, I was, trying to go to Ireland. So yeah, no, the UK is my shit.
Well, we have Renegade Bond talking about James Bond on YouTube saying, Carlos, dude, we have the 26 RTI waiting for you over here in the UK. Any chance you're going to be coming back anytime? At any point?
I'm trying to go to Dublin, Ireland in August. I just keep saying, all they got to do is invite me. And I may even, he trolls me. This is almost blackmail what I'm about to do. This is awesome. I was talking to Streamily actually about perhaps booking me at a show to do a signing of this nature. So maybe, you never know, Streamily, this conversation may end up getting me back to the UK and being there for Streamily, and maybe I can DJ a set at one of the after parties. I almost DJ'd the Liverpool Comic-Con after party. It fell apart. It was at a club called Camp and Furnace. They changed the venue, but those of you that know, I'm an OG raver type, so it'll be trance, it'll be video game footage, it'll be surprises, and so yeah, man. Anybody wants me at any show, fan expos are another line of shows that I want to get involved with. In Streamily, we're talking about those things. So yeah, man, put the pressure on everybody because I'm ready. I'm not saying we'll see about my schedule. I mean, I'm shooting a pilot in 2 months, and I'm not kidding, man.
You're flying again.
Whoever, I'm flying all over the place, but I'm shooting this pilot in oh no, I'm not. You're all pilot shooting a pilot.
Okay, thank you.
That's not a very good joke, is
that was great.
That's not a very good joke, is it?
Shooting a show pilot.
Yes, a show pilot, and but they haven't locked down dates, and I've already told them if I'm at a con, I don't fuck around with my people, and people put all this work into bringing me out to a show. I'm going to do the show, and we'll shoot when we shoot. We'll figure that out. I mean, it's one thing when you're a younger actor, you're like, I got to do that. I think anything can be made to work. So hopefully I will be back in the UK sooner than later.
Shazam.
Who am I signing this for?
This one is for Daniel. And can I get a quote, please? It's a gift for a longtime fan. So
any quote, huh?
Yeah.
You know the one that
yeah, some bitches.
There's nothing better than sub bitches above Dom's head. I think it looks cool.
Oh, yeah.
Especially because he's holding the Lancer.
All right. Yeah. So do you actually shoot weapons in real life?
I shoot. The answer is yes, I do shoot, but I haven't in many years. I used to belong to the Waikiki. It was a shooting club, but it was this range that it wasn't the tourist, like there's tourist places where you shoot like little 22s and shit. This was like beautiful place. You had to be a member. There was vetting, and they would give us the most gorgeous guns. But I was real lo-fi 9mm guy, and yeah, I took my dad there before he passed away, and he was watching me shoot. And he had when he was a young man, he was in military school, so he really felt like he was the only guy that knew anything about guns. And then he watched me, and he was quite proud. And I was like, yeah, man, it's here in this cool. I mean, I'm in Hawaii. There's worse things to do than go be a big shot at a range. Because again, I had a membership because I was being kind of a big shot, and it's vacation, so it's fun. But I don't regularly go anywhere, and I don't have like guns in my house. But it doesn't mean that I don't like guns. I just don't have them.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Who's gonna have a print? Kiri,
and spelled unusually. So you're going to have to tell me.
Yes, K.
That was a horrible segue, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
K-E?
I-R-E.
That was weird. I was like, guns. And he's like, and you know who needs a picture sign?
Well, I know. I will do better. It says, can you please write, it's easy to be brave when things are going okay. But the test of a man is, I'll let you. No.
You're gonna have to. It's a long speech, Kiri. I'm into it. Right. It's just funny because I'm used to sub bitches. Shit, yeah. Running away won't help. I'll just shoot your ass is kind of long. But yours, just hearing it from Rob right now, sounds like. Can you put on Tuesday? I met this guy. He said that we were gonna go eat before we go to the movies, and then if you can please tell. It's like that's a lot. So I gotta focus.
All right.
So give it to me. Here we go.
It's easy to be brave.
It's easy to be brave
when things are going okay. Comma. Okay. But the test of a man.
Holy moly. But
the test of a man.
Of a man.
Is how he handles.
He handles
himself.
You're kidding, there's more?
Yeah, how he handles himself when he's in a tight spot. How he handles himself.
Is how he handles himself.
When he's in a tight spot. And ladies and gentlemen, he wrote all of that in a tight spot.
So I gotta tell you, this is easily in my entire life the longest quote I've ever signed. That is no joke. It's the Dominic Santiago lecture series, folks. Sign up now. No, but it's cool. That's a cool ass quote.
It is a cool quote. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to our last 2 minutes. So if you're gonna get a print, get one right now.
Right now, Instagram, right now. Do we got anything cooking on Instagram that I'm ignoring?
IG, if you ever wanted to. All right, we have that one. So, all right, let's move it.
It's kind of chill. If it's chill, it's chill. I just don't want to ignore anybody.
No. Oh, no. Let's not invite anybody to join. Let's see. I think I'm all right. A voice actor says, I think when I met you, I was in my maid outfit as Optimus Prime.
Yes.
That's
so I've seen an Optimus Prime, just to be clear, I have seen an Optimus Prime in a dress. Proceed.
Ginger Bear Drop says,
hey, that's you.
I need new gears with my Carlos.
He didn't sound like that. That's how Rob talks.
So
there you go.
Yeah, apparently a mix of orange dreamsicle or a mixture of banana cheesecake, black cherries.
Oh, you're talking about ice cream?
Yeah, that's insane. Vanilla bean's been my favorite.
That's a jam. It's a jam. It isn't an acquired taste, but people take it for granted. Vanilla is taken for granted in general in the ice cream game. Let me tell the lecture right now.
Yo, listen, isn't there anything wrong with vanilla? Vanilla's just like I like my women. Next one is for Ricardo Ire.
Wow. It is Ricardo Reyes. I was like, why are you doing the E? Oh, there is a E.
There's the E, yes.
Right.
So
let me
Ricardo Reyes. The E is for extra handsome.
Extra handsome. Okay.
And it would just be your own quote.
Okay. Ricardo. Make sure this still is right. Ricardo E. Reyes. That's a cool ass name, actually.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, if you want Carlos at a Comic-Con, go and contact your convention. Like literally contact the convention people.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. They listen.
And say, hey, I want Carlos and the Gears of War people at this con. That's literally the best way to do it. That's legit. Because convention heads, they bring in talent that the fans are asking for. So start talking.
Start getting that cooking, folks, because I will come out. And those of you that have met me at cons know that I show up to hang out with you guys, to be with my people. I don't hide. I'm there. I'm on time, shit like that, you know.
Here we go.
All that. All right, where we at?
So Ricardo. And for the last print that we have here, this, of course, is for Aaron Simo Sims. And
why am I hearing a noise I haven't heard in 30 years?
That's literally, that was part of the song.
Oh, I thought that was part of the song. I was like, hey, Streamily.
You got mail.
You might want to upgrade. You might want to upgrade your system. It's like the 56K modem noise. I was like, what the fuck is that?
But I would actually lower this because this from Aaron Simo Sims is there's a message from the fan.
Okay, cool.
Oh, we can't actually play the message, so that we're gonna have to check that out.
Hey, Aaron Simo Sims, we weren't able to play your message.
But we will check that out on the back end so we could be able to play the message. But Aaron said, can you draw a cog/omen symbol, please? I'm tuning in the stream. Of course you are.
Of course you are, Simo Sims. We see that.
And loving it. Part of the 26 RTI UK. Can't wait to buy you a beer and hand you a letter.
Better. That's better. It's a bit better, yeah? It's pretty close. Pretty close.
Do you want me to restart?
He starts bouncing around.
Did you want me to
He starts bouncing around regions. He leaves the south, goes a little bit north, starts dropping his stays and all that shit.
I wasn't trying to
stay London, man. Just kidding.
All
right, here we go. No, stop. Don't do it anymore. Stop it. All right. So,
all right, so
you guys got to understand, me and Rob are friends. So I'm not just some douchebag giving him shit. I'm his friend.
So it's basically the cog/omen symbol.
Okay, but it's for Aaron.
For Aaron Simo Sims.
Oh no, dude! Yeah. Someone off camera was just showing me what the Crimson Omen looks like. That's some funny shit. If I don't know that, I should jump off the roof. I know what it looks like.
It's like literally showing in your own signature. Like,
yeah. This is how you should sign shit. Stupid. All right.
So Aaron Simo Sims. So we're gonna do the cog omen,
and that's it, right?
The cog omen, and yeah, that's it. Essentially, yeah.
Positive. All right.
Yeah. So it's like, can you draw a cog/omen symbol? And that's it. Yeah.
I've never done this either, and it's fucking a blast.
Pretty awesome.
Oh well, man, I'm telling you, I'm very proud of this, Aaron. So show off when you get a chance.
You got a Da Vinci up on there. Get it? Leonardo da Vinci. Come on, people, stay with me.
Come on, people, stay with me.
Stay with me.
Dude, I'm
Bam.
pretty fucking
That was
stoked.
actually pretty awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
That looks pretty awesome. Oh, yo.
That is a first, and it's all thanks to Simo Sims. And I'm showing Insta. I mean, I'm no Da Vinci, but that's pretty good. All right.
That looks good. And ladies and gentlemen, with that, we have completed all of our orders here today, yo! So with that, I want to say thank you, Carlos, for coming into Streamily Studios today. Tell everybody where they can find you on social media and where they could see you next. If you have any appearances or any possible projects that you can talk about.
Yeah, sorry, I was sitting here going, what can I talk about? What can't I talk about? First, thanks guys for coming in. This means a lot to me. I tend to be a pretty, it sounds like, since I'm at shows and stuff, that I'm just overall a gregarious guy. But the reality is that I kind of treasure, time that's mine, and like most of us, and I don't get to do a lot of stuff like this. And it's, it was a drive out here from West Hollywood, but I just wanted to do it and see what it was like. And you guys convinced me. This was really great. And it's all because of you guys. Streamily, thank you for having me. But all of my peoples, I love you. And I'm really grateful that you came out. And we're doing this again because let's put it this way. I've empowered Streamily with like a lot of pictures that are from my collection, very personal to me, very special. Now we're going to do the cosplay one, which I think is really fun and exciting. The idea of doing a signing with one of my colleagues is really exciting too. Whether that comes to pass or not, I just want to know that you guys are the inspiration. You guys, this is not because of the money. We all do okay. We're actors. We do all right. But you guys being here was a special part of it. And so thank you guys. Thank you from the bottom. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, and you got to tell them.
Oh, what I'm doing. Find me on Instagram, obviously, Real Carlos Ferro. Twitter, Real Carlos Ferro. Facebook, I've been there long enough. Just Carlos Ferro. I got my name just perfect. And yeah, man, keep messing with your cons. I think that in the immediate, because I'm shooting that pilot, I don't think I'm on the road immediately that I can think of. Am I? No, right? No, not right now. I just got back from Houston, so I think I'm home for just a little bit. But find me on social media, guys.
Yeah. And you could plug your camera if you like to.
Streamily, look at being so professional. Take note, Cameo. Streamily told me to plug you guys, so reciprocate that shit. That's good, healthy business.
Oh, by the way,
Cameo, Carlos Ferro.
By the way, on Streamily, we're going to be having video shout-outs and voice shout-outs for Carlos. So.
Hey, I'm clearly having a blast. And also the company is here. It's in my town.
Yeah.
So if you guys want anything like that, this was really great. I'm going to be doing those shout-outs and stuff. So yeah, ask Streamily for what's on my dashboard, what you can get from my Streamily page, and we'll make it happen, guys.
Yes. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, you can catch us at streamily.live on all social media. And of course, you guys are here on the YouTube. So thank you for following. Don't forget, hit a subscribe button. And last but not least, go to streamily.com and check out all the fantastic talent that we have on our platform and upcoming talent. So with that, Carlos, I'll leave you off with the final word.
Running away won't help. I'll just shoot you in your asses.
Goodbye, everybody.